Hi guys, it's been a while. I'm currently at my skeleton farm, which I created a while ago, in my witch district, which now is witch district south because I'm creating in witch district north. And as you can see, I enabled um, distant horizons again. Now there's a solid 2.0 version. And as you might notice, there've been some development here at the witch district south. um, I created some farms and they all work together. Let me show you. First of all, I extended the LA sorters for all the gear from the 3 skelly farms down below, down there, and there's the other one down there. Um, there's some development in the basic setup of every farm, so there's now a return station for empty shulker boxes. And that all has to do with those other farms because, well, let's have a look. I've created. Uh, that takes a while. I should actually cut this scene, but now we're getting there. I've created an iron farm designed by, yeah. Let me check if I wrote that down somewhere. Stromne, yeah, that's it. I created an iron farm with a couple of levels. And this is a fun one because it pushes the iron golems out as soon as they spawn. Uh, which should, oh, of course, the farm is turned off because it's full. Yeah, storage is full. So basically, let's explain a little bit what I'm trying to show you here. I've got the skeleton farm there. I've got an iron farm here. At the top, I've got a bone meal farm. There's a oak tree farm. And those are all suppliers to the other farms because I do have my general, or I do have my woodmill farms that for every farm type create or every item using the autocrafter from Genembon, which will be invalid or not. I need to convert them as soon as 1.21 hits the streets next year because then we have the crafter in vanilla. It will be really nice. I do have to upgrade a lot now because I just finished this project and basically we've got the iron farm bringing iron to an iron forge, as I call it. It could have been an iron mill, but hey, iron you smelt to do things, right? Oh, so here I have all the crafters for everything iron. Here you can see what items you can get here. As with all my farms, there's a local storage which will be out to be refilled after I place an order. I can take one item out. Say I want a minecart full of shulker boxes full of blocks of iron. So I just drop this block of iron in the order box, and down below it will automatically send one full minecart to my central storage, and then it automatically starts the farm. It's on auto start right now, and it will refill those blocks. Or if they're not there, the farm should be on auto start, set on auto start, because otherwise it would be on auto start, and it will create those blocks and then send it when it's done, and then continue to fill the local storage. So that's for iron. Uh, Shoot, I'm a bit rusty, guys. Sorry about that. So as you can see, my normal lines towards central station are iron blocks. Brown lines are return for empty shulker boxes. For example, the iron farm will always need empty shulker boxes, but this one will always get more shulker boxes containing iron ingots, and will have always too much at the end because you always end up with less boxes needed for the items that are created. So I created this default station on top of my normal jumper station for stuff going to the central station. I've got now these default stations to get things from somewhere else. And this, for example, is iron ingot from the iron farm. So as you can see, I doubled up my chunk loader system. So the returning to central station lines do not interfere with the input lines. And the input lines are all magenta, so that makes them easy to identify. The returning empty shulker boxes are always brown. And as said, the basic lines going towards central station storage is always iron blocks. So I created this monstrosity of redstone that will make everything happen from placing an order, crafting the items, and um, placing them in a local storage, like so for this one for the trapdoors, and automatically stops and so on when the local storage is full. And if all items are created, or if all local storage is full, it will automatically stop the farm, and that is shown on the right here in the scoreboard if the farm is running or not. So basically, and maybe for those who are wondering, the command blocks are no more than uh, um, giving me a message that iron doors are. Let me see. This is on the right hand side. So the command blocks is called a full box left to farm, and it says iron doors. And then the second one is to add one extra to returning to central storage. So I know there's one minecart on the way, which I need to know if I need to troubleshoot anything. And on the other side, there's a command block that actually uh, gives me a message in chat saying that the order is completed for, in this case, iron doors at iron mill. Iron doors? Hang on. Wasn't this iron doors? Why does it say? Did I just found the bug? No, iron doors. Okay, I don't know what I was blabbing about. Whatever. So that's basically this module that makes sure that you can order stuff. So this is the iron farm. That's the iron farm. This is the iron forge. Or did I call it the iron mill? I don't remember. The iron mill store forge does also send iron ingots through to the next one, which I'll fly to now, following this line. As you can see, it's only magenta, so it's actually one layer higher or 6 blocks higher than the normal layer. And here we get to the stone forge. Let me fly inside. And it's called the stone mill, excuse me. The stone mill for cobble and stone. So as you can see, where is it? We've got the iron ingots coming in here, but we also got cobblestone coming in and stone coming in because of the items that are created here. Everything concerning stone with a little bit of iron is created here, autocrafted with, same setup, automatic distribution of the items, automatic local storage, automatic start stop, and an order system. So as I showed you that from this side, from the iron mill, iron comes here, and as you can see, we have several lines going in and out for this is for iron ingots, and the other ones are here for cobblestone. And the one for stone is direct because stone I don't send anywhere else anymore, I think. If I'm correct. Yes, that's true. It's coming up that line. And so you can guess what's on this side. The incoming cobblestone is a simple cobblestone generator. So when that factory is producing, or I place an order that needs cobblestone, it needs to refill its storage. It will send a minecart here that will automatically send a full minecart back with cobblestone. That this farm noticed that its local storage is lowered, so it will run for about 20 minutes and fill up that minecart full of shulker boxes full of cobble. As normal, I have an input box for empty shulker boxes with the stack option from Glemmon's carpet mod. But as you can see, I also have an input line now of the empty shulker boxes because both the iron mill and the stone mill get much more shulker box input than output. So they are sent back. So I should never need to fill these or the ones at the iron farm. So that's cobble. Cobble comes to this one. That's why I thought it was the forge actually. It's been a couple of months that I designed this, all these farms and so on, and it took a while before the initial filling of the local storage. So that's why while I'm making the video, I'm like, oh, hang on, that was different. Oh, I remember. The forge, the stone forge, is actually here because that also needs logs to smelt the cobble into stone. And stupid me. La la la. I want to get out. Okay, hang on. Let me. Oh man. This is a good video, guys. This is a good video. Damn. Oh, I'm not supposed to say things like that, I think. Let me just fly in through the inside, the side. So here we got the stone forge. That's why it's all black, because, in forges all the stone turn black because of the, how do you call it in English? I have no clue. And here, same thing goes here. Here you got from cobble, we make stone and all the stone related things. We make furnaces, smokers, blast furnaces, and so on. But for that, I don't only need cobblestone. I need iron ingots and I need oak logs. So, what do you think is next? Tree farm? Wrong. There's a tree farm, but it's over there. Like I said, I've got a bone meal farm and a tree farm, and this tree farm provides logs for this one. Does this look anything familiar? Have you seen that maybe for different wood types by now? It's all the stuff that's specifically oak that's created here. So I figured, like, if I make an oak tree farm, I should have at least the wood mill for oak. So that is this one, as you might have seen. I tried to make it a bit nicer, and basically every wood mill that's next to a wood farm uses the wood type of that farm. So, and a secondary wood type to make it a bit different every time. So this is the oak wood mill, but I also had a lot of things that need to be crafted for like general items that are crafted from wood, like, I don't know, sticks, chests, barrels, no matter all that kind of thing. And that's the general wood farm. So here you got everything that's not specific for any type of wood and can be created by any type of wood. And actually, this one is created, what's that? Almost 3 months now. And it's been running full time since then to do the initial filling. So these kinds of things are already filled. This will blink soon, together with that one on the right. Yeah, there you go. So this is chests. These are trap chests, but I needed these first, of course. How do you call these again? I always forget. I don't care. And here we got the bookshelves, the chiseled bookshelves, and so on. And this one is probably running. Blink, please. Now. Yes, there you go. And now everything that's like lit up, it means it local storage is full. Blinking means it's running. And if it's not blinking, it means it's waiting. For example, this one, because this one also needs chests. And currently the chests that are created there are used here. And that local storage is not full. After that, we'll automatically switch and start filling this one up again. And the stick one is faster than the rest. So as an example, that has an extra safety on it or a buffer. Let me see. Where is it? I think it's this one. Yeah, there you go. So sticks are created here by this autocrafter, as I said, from Gnembon's carpet mod or carpet extra mod, one of the two. And this one creates sticks. And when this is empty, it will start the stick crafter again. And once it's full up until here, it will stop the autocrafter and then empties out towards the several other autocrafters that need sticks. And in that way, I prevent any timing issues with this crafter. Actually, it took me a while to figure it out, but eventually I created an extra system to make sure I have a buffer that never actually overloads up until here where the autocrafter is functioning. So that's wood mill general, and I figured I'd use cherry for it. That's that. I think that's most of them already discussed. Okay, one more thing. I didn't want to make it easy on myself because I can make an autocrafter that crafts bows and after that use it to craft dispensers. But I thought it was more fun to have LAs pick up the bows from the skelly farm. No skellies around right now, I see. There's something going up there. But that's why you got this message silo storage for basically the bows that are found. Those are going magenta, so they are an input somewhere else. And where do they go? They go via some jumper stations, past the stone forge. As you can see, here we have oak logs, iron ingots, but the bows continue below. Here's another station for. Where is this for? Let me have a look. Stone. But the bows continue. They turn right. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. They turn right. And they are transported passing the stone mill because they don't need it. Then why is it turning right? Am I following the correct line? No, I'm not. Okay, sorry. I'm confused. I'm confused somewhere. It is a bit of a mess. Like as you notice, I've been building these farms in a couple of months, like 4 months or something, and all the interconnect and all the return lines and so on. As you notice, that's the only bad thing about it. You have to think really hard, follow the lines exactly to make sure you know where you're going. Okay, we're back at the stone forge, and that's why I was confused. It goes underneath here, and it actually continues straight, and that's this one. There you go. So where does it go? Where does it go? Where does it go? It doesn't show that well in distant horizons. There you go. The one on the left of the three. Remember this one? A very old. I'm not sure it's still functioning, but it's a raid farm by Rayworks. And here's my how do you call that? Where you get the bad omen. And look at this one, color red. What? do you think it will produce? For this one, I had no clue how to make a nice entrance, so I'll just have to pop up here. This one I know because it's still running and I'm still troubleshooting and time make sure all timing is all right. This is the main reason I started all these farms. This is the Redstone shop, and I'm finally out of creating all the stuff that I need so often. So, and as you can see, it needs boxes of stone, oak logs, glowstone, redstone, dust, iron ingots, cobblestone, and bows. And that one is empty because, as you noticed, that minecart wasn't full. So the bow receival is slowed down, but it actually because that's very slow right now. I already went through the whole buffer of shulker boxes with bows. I turned this one off. This one does not turn off the farm anymore, and that's fine because I already have quite a lot of dispensers. Oh man, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Dispensers. That's here. So we're getting there, slowly getting there. It only needs one double chest of shulker boxes to have the local storage filled. It will take a while, but that's okay. These farms can run side by side with lots of other things. You might have noticed that this lower part of these kind of factories now have a default basic shape. They're basically max size for 3 chunks for the chunk loader for the default station, the jumper station back to central station. The lines are standardized. The collection or the shulker loaders are standardized. The ordering system is standardized. So when I create the upper part with all the crafters, I simply take a template of the base functionality of this type of factory with the input, with the output. Basic lines are always 2 input lines in my Lightmetrica schematics, and I add the extras if needed. Like as I said, this one has 7 inputs, which is the most I had so far. So here you see them all coming in. That's 3, that's 2, that's 5 inputs. I thought I had 7. I don't care. But with the basic template, I can have 24 different items crafted. With the current autocraft functionality from Carpet, they take up a lot of space. One crafter, like this one, crafts pistons, but they can and will be much smaller when using the crafter from vanilla. So that's nice. I do have to change up a lot because if we fly by what types of items are made here, some of them are empty. Like I said, it's a template for maximum 24. So if there's a new item coming with a new version, I can add that to this shop easily. All the infrastructure is there already. Um, yeah. So there's a bunch of items made here, and I don't need to think about connecting the lines to the jumper station. It's all defaulted now, as are the alarm lines, the fill up lines, the extra double checks if nothing overflows, and so on and so on. But you might wonder, where do I get my glowstone dust and my redstone dust? Because this witch district, which was started because I had 2 witch farms here in close proximity, I started making raid farms. That one from Rayworks and that one, which is now out of commission. This is Kronos version 2, which no longer works after a certain game version. But then after that happened, they made Kronos version 3, which is running here. Well, it's not running right now, but that's here. And I use their base um, design for the raid farm, and added all my own filters and autocrafters for several blocks. Get the non-stackable items, and of course created a whole bunch of lines going in, going out. And this is where I actually get my redstone from and my glowstone dust. Redstone. Of course, this is not a farm that can auto start and stop. It can auto stop, but it cannot auto start because I need bad omen on the player that I spawn there. So I need to get that from there, which I've been thinking to automate that process, but that's something for later maybe. For now, when I notice that the redstone or the glowstone dust does not, the minecarts don't come back to the redstone shop, I simply go here and start it manually. So for now, that's a good enough solution. So that's basically it. That's what I've been doing here in my witch district. Maybe for completeness, have a quick show. Look and show. This is the piston bolt lines to get bad omen quickly for this farm. I never put that there because I hardly use piston lines anymore. I teleport. Here's one of the witch farms, number 6, where this district is named after. Here we have my lava farm. This was actually the very first farm where I decided that, okay, I don't want everything back to Central Station. I do want the order system, but this one should provide my obsidian farm automatically with lava buckets. And as you can see, for all buckets, I have them stacked up to 16, making life much easier. And at one point, I hope that either Mojang implements that or there's an easier way to handle unstackable items. But that's another different thing, different subject. So this actually was the very first, not so much input line as transfer line between uh, two farms. That's this one, and all the way back there, like really all the way back there, like I don't even know if you can see it in the distance. I've got my distance on 256 chunks, I think, in distant horizon. Now you can't even see it. It's beyond there is my obsidian farm. Uh, so it took me like, I don't know, weeks to set up this transfer line. So that's why later I decided, like, when I want to finally, I had the idea for a redstone shop all for a long time. I wanted to set it up close to the raid farm, but with all the farms that I needed close by. Because it took me so long to only just set up the line between obsidian farm and lava farm. So lava farm is back in my older areas, closer to my older base. So that's why I started like planning out whole areas. And actually, the West District North, which coincidentally also has 2 witch farms that I don't no longer use because their drops are, well, way too low nowadays. Um, I actually started making a new witch district there because I have a gold border farm there. So I also get gold and I get uh, quartz, nether quartz, so I can make the rest of the redstone items there with the similar setup. There will be a tree farm. There will be. I don't need a cobblestone farm because I've got blackstone from bartering, and so on. So that's now in preparation. As you notice in the top of my screen, you see 10, 20, 30, and 40. Those are world eaters at play. I only started them a couple of days ago. Let's go have a look. Which one is most interesting? Let's take 40. There you go. So if you look south, south, north, no, south. We came from there somewhere. far away. You can't even see the Wits district south here. But as you can see here already, it's starting to clear the path. The first one of the world eaters on several rows to clear out this whole area to create a new district that can contain 36 farms again or factories. And this one actually stops earlier because of uh, the witch farm. I don't use them anymore, but I want to preserve them. And as you can see, this is one of those witch farms that, since I didn't use them anymore, actually didn't dug down to minus 64 yet. So this is still the old bedrock layer. But that will be gone once I uh, created the total new area. And then here we have the option to, in the northwestern corner of that whole area, we have the gold barter farm. And again, this was also the first farm where I finally decided to standardize all inputs, and not in a really smart way yet, to be honest. So on the nether side, there's a small gold farm. There's an autocrafted that crafts into ingots. And if I want to, I can have bartering on or just drop the ingots. They are dropped here, go along these lines, going into the several item sorters. And this is not smart yet, because once this one fills up, it is actually connected to its own shulker boxes. I didn't combine them yet. So I made 6 filters for nothing, basically, because this is blackstone, gravel. That's blackstone. And gravel comes in such batches that I need a couple of crafters, but I don't need 6. Like 3 should be enough. Or if I double speed them, maybe only 2. But I wanted to have the storage of 6 wide, 3 times 6, 18 double chests of storage, which actually for this one is already full by now. It's been running a long time already, and I keep running it in between. But I don't need that many sorters, so this is a bit of overkill. And when these are full and only this one is running, I'm actually losing gravel to fill up the last boxes. So that's an improvement in the newer farms. But for here, it's fine. As you can see, these items come in way too much, so they're completely full. Irony, why I did decide to save the nuggets, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to autocraft them into ingots. So that's an option. I don't need an iron farm in this district then. Yeah, just for the funs of it, because of my base. Collect everything for everything, every item collect to a double chest full of shulker box full of items. I have the arrows. These I will need because I can autocraft these two in the farms I will make. Of course, soul sand. Quartz, although I keep using it, so it's not that full yet. String. Basically, you get so many items here from bartering that you can do a lot with them. So I figured, okay, let's do the same thing as in Wits District South, create a Wits District North, and build a tree farm close by. I have actually a gardening farm that I can use as input for a stone mill for the stones, the bricks that come from there, and create all of those things. So I have a lot of options here. There's on the south part of this soon to come here district, there's a slime farm, so I can make sticky pistons and so on. So there's a lot of potential in this area, but as I said, it's in the early stages of development of like digging down to minus 64. So that will take a couple of months before I get there. I might show some progress. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, that's. I just want to show the South District, but okay, we've done this now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All the 5 viewers I have now, I have one more. So enjoy. Bye bye.